It's Sunday, it's 8 o'clock. Of course, it is stream time. Hi folks, and welcome to Secret World Legends for this Sunday stream for one of our favourite games. This one is maybe a bit more off the radar. There's maybe not as many people that are aware of this one. It was originally titled The Secret World when it first came out, and was a full-blown MMO. I really like this because of all the other MMOs. They're all based in fantasy settings or space settings. This one is set in modern world, so you have characters wearing normal modern clothing. However, there is a whole horror, little mythical Lovecraftian thing going on in the background as well. I think it's really cleverly done. I can't remember what year, probably around about maybe 2012-ish, maybe a little bit later than that. It changed to a free-to-play model and it was retitled Secret World Legends. And they changed the combat scheme. They made it a little bit more sort of beginner friendly, shall we say? That it's a lot easier. It's more of a, what do they class it as, a shared world RPG or something like that, as opposed to an MMO. You can pretty much complete the whole quest of the whole game solo. There are dungeons in it, which you obviously have to group up with people, and there are raids later on as well, which will involve grouping up people. But the main quest line, and there's a lot of main quest line, it takes a long time to complete that, can all be done solo. And it's a bit more guided, shall we say, with a free to play, but with a cash shop to buy cosmetic items and various other boosts and stuff like that. I haven't really looked into it that much. Unfortunately, I wasn't actually playing or looking at it at the time that it moved from The Secret World to Secret World Legends. So you had a limited time to import all your items and stuff that you'd got over, and I missed all that. It used to be on its own launcher, it's now on Steam. So I missed the chance, so I don't have any of my old characters or anything like that. I did play this maybe a year ago. It must have been round about Halloween time, because I did have a little play. I've got a couple of episodes on the channel looking back at it, and it was definitely Halloween time because there was a Halloween event on, which is why this other character is wearing a Beetlejuice outfit. I don't know why it's not showing. It should have a jack-o'-lantern head on. And it's got a claw necklace and the like Eddie Kruger gloves, but it's not showing it in the character select screen. But we're starting a new character for this playthrough. I've started the character and I've played the very intro of the game, where you get all the sort of tutorial stuff, just to give you an idea about the different quests and your weapons and whatnot. And just to get through that so we can get into proper questing. So let's log in. And let's have a look at chat. Nusher is number 1. Hello Anger, hello chat. Well done Nusher, congratulations. Robert Mannix is number 2, saying beat me to it Nusher, nice one. Evening Anger, evening chat, good to see you. Kathy Ann was 3rd, nice one. So the Mannix are got a 2 and a 3. Let me see, Ian Ogg says, hey Nusher, Robert and Kathy Ann, sorry I'm late, I was looking for my corpse. What? Let's see. That sounds a bit off. Yes, it does indeed. Take it you found it. I'm afraid not. It really messed up my Savage Wilds video. Okay, so in Conan. You were looking for your corpse in Conan. It's messed up his Savage Wilds videos because he's done 8 of them. Oh no. Well, I hope you can find it then. Bandy B, good to see you. How are you? Sheriff, good to see you. How are you? Rex Havoc, good to see you. Shade, hello there. Joe Kim, hello there, good afternoon. Orban86X, good to see you. Ivan Fist, good to see you. Yaka Rob 1, good afternoon. Night Scream 452, hello to you. Peter Day, hello. Outdo Gaming, hello my friend. Kenneth Brenner, good to see you, how are you? Soren Hansen, hello to you. Outdo saying nothing was showing up about the live stream, thankfully spoke to the gaffer earlier. I've seen that a lot recently with YouTube, that the notifications are coming basically a day late. I get that with Game Labs on a Friday. I get the notification that he's gone live on a Saturday morning, which is no use to me. And I think I got the notification for Hobo Gamer. He cancelled his stream last night due to technical issues, and I got the notification of that this morning again. So it's like the notifications are coming a day after the event, which that's no use. But yes, we were chatting on Discord earlier on, so Audu is here. Good to see you anyway. Zareth, hello, good to see you. Night Scream says, this was one of my favourite games when it came out. The OG version was so much fun. I agree. It was a lot more complicated, but that's probably what made it fun. Who else do we have? We've got Bulwark. Hello Bulwark, good to see you. 4BS Forlorn, so Absalon, I think is what that's meant to be. I heard you still download the normal Secret World launcher instead of Secret World Legends. Isn't that the way superior game in terms of build variety, etc.? So I think, I seem to remember that when you did a build before, for those who don't know, you have two weapons, a primary and a secondary. So I've went on this playthrough, I've went for Elemental from a primary and Chaos from a secondary. And in doing that, I think you do N, you get various active skills based on your weapons. So there's the Elemental, you can pick up these skills, and then you've also got passives. And the old game used to have there might be a passive that worked really well from the hammer tree. So even though you were playing Elemental, you had to level your way up through the hammer tree to unlock a skill to put on your bar, or a passive to put on your bar to make it the best skill. They've kind of simplified that a bit more now, and the actives and passives, but I haven't played this game through to end game, so I haven't done any of the min-maxing stuff in this game. The Legends version of the game. All my end game stuff I played in the old version. Very different, but it's now on Steam and it's free, so if you find this interesting at all, you can download it for free. Confused Barbarian, hey Troy, how are you? Good to see you. See who else is here. Bourbon says, tried this a while back but I don't remember much about it. Had it recommended to me based on being a fan of the TV show Supernatural. Okay, I could see how that would work. Night Scream 4 said, love the game so much I bought the lifetime subscription. Yeah, that was a thing back in the day. You can, because I had a monthly subscription, it probably still does. You can be a patron, I think it's called, but you could buy a lifetime subscription for a certain amount of money that give you the game for forever. Bacon Bus says, howdy to you too. Let's see. Night Scream says it came out in 2012 and switched over to Legends in 2015-2016. There we go. Thank you very much. Bacon Bus says, Anger, are you going to do more Red Dead 2? I enjoyed that video and made me download the game again to give it another playthrough. I'd forgot how much I loved that game. So the answer to that is maybe. It probably doesn't help you, but maybe. What my plan is, I'm going to do maybe a couple more of these, and then we'll do a poll to try and work out how we're going to go forward on our stream nights. Unfortunately, YouTube have cut the poll options down to 4, so I think the way I'll do it is I will pick a couple of categories, sort of broad general categories, do a poll on that, and then whichever one wins that, we'll do a more in-depth poll. So, for example, if one of the categories is, do you want to see more single-player games? And then if that was to win, one of the options of the single-player games would be Red Dead Redemption 2. And you would pick it. So maybe single-player games, multiplayer games, and then we might just go back to the Conan. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, basically it's all going to be down to you guys. This Sunday stream is all about you guys. The whole point of it is to interact with you guys. What I'm actually playing on the screen, I don't actually mind. So what you want to watch and what you want to come along and join in the chat, and that's what we'll do. Zero says, evening everyone, not heard of this one, so looking forward to seeing it in action. Cool. Lux Icon, good afternoon. Sarah says, after watching last week's stream and since I was bored with June, I started a new Red Dead Redemption playthrough. Excellent. Bulwark says, Anger, any predictions on Thursday match between... Yeah, so my football team and Bulwark's football team are in a playoff for the Euro League something or whatever it's called. The Euro football competition, and we play each other in a playoff to see who gets into it on Thursday, and then the away game in will be the week after. So I can't call it. We haven't started the season well, and Bulwark's telling me his team hasn't started their season well either. So I suspect they will win. I honestly don't think that it will be good enough for this competition, but we'll have to wait and see. Unfortunately, I'm in Edinburgh for an AC/DC gig, so I won't be at the game. Let me see. Jacob says, mostly doing fine. Broke stroke jammed my baby toe this past Monday. Been limp. Oh, I've done that before. That is so sore. I jammed into a bedpost and ripped the toenail off of my little toe. So sore. Works in last year we got smashed by Rangers with 5-0. Oocha. Right, Night Scream says you can still download the original game, but you need to access to the OG login site. I have it saved and downloaded a few months ago. There's still a pretty active community. Cool. Beck the Tinkerbot, good to see you. How are you? Let me see. Bacon Bus says, don't forget to like the video, everyone. Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Gently. Mark Santos, good to see you. How are you? Audi says, I come here for the company, like-minded folks, and of course that accent. Oh dear. Back and Bus says, sadly I have some stuff to get done, so I'll be in and out, but I'll have playing on my phone till I go outside to trim the hedge. I won't be able to chat much. Not a problem, Bacon Bus. Thanks for popping by anyway. Bulwark saying, ooh, nice. AC/DC, yes. Be the 6th time I've seen AC/DC. Looking forward to it. Bacon Bus says, seems like the only reason to even have a little toe is to find furniture in the dark. That's possible, yes. Angelo Bambo, what's up party people, how are you? Game Labs, good to see you, good evening. Right, let's get started. So, like I said, I've done the intro sort of tutorial section. So I've got set up with my basic weapons. The gear, you don't level. This is one of the things I love about this game, is you, in most MMOs, if I go into Vanity Cam, in most MMOs, as you progress through, you get different bits of items and clothing that'll boost you up your levels and your stats, and very quickly you end up wearing this totally mismatched set of gear that looks terrible. In Secret World, you keep whatever outfit and you'll earn loads of outfits. There's loads of stuff you can use cosmetic wise, and you can look whatever you like, because if you go to a character screen, you have these talismans. You will get a head talisman, that's a neck talisman, that's a waist talisman. We've got, seem to be missing my curio. Oh no, that is the curio. It's just a rubbish one. It's grey. Eventually we'll get arms and leg, ankle ones or wrist ones or whatever they are, and you level up these. These are you can't even see them. You level these up, and that's your gear level. So you can see here that's been leveled up to level 4. That's been level 3. These are both still level 1, but we'll come to that later on. So you can cosmetically look like what you want. This is our Garth. This is the, oh, what's it called again? It's not the world tree, but this is like we're in the center of the earth, and this tree teleports you to all the different locations. In there is like a community area where there's the hub and the auction house and such like. But we are being told our quest over on the right hand side says ride the New England pad. So these pads will ping you to other parts of the tree. This is the one we need to go to. It's going to take us to the New England area. So this is the first zone. It's New England. That is the first area. can't remember even what it's called. That's the second area, and that's the third area. I think that's the Savage Coast, and obviously you work your way through that, and then you move on to a different area. Daily logins. Okay, I don't care about daily logins today. Alright, these are little lore things called legends. They give you a little bit of XP. You get that little information bit at the bottom of the screen. Right, this is where we want to go to, so let's jump in. Kingsmouth Town, that's what it's called. Is this game on console? I don't know if this game is on console. I haven't checked, I'm afraid. As I said before, it was a standalone launcher, and it's now on Steam. But whether it's on console, I'm not sure. It is from Funcom, so anybody who out there who's played Conan, which is an awful lot of you, you'll have seen this. You maybe didn't notice it, but it's in your game launcher for the Funcom game launcher. One of the games down the left hand side is The Secret World, and there are some spin-off games like The Park and stuff like that are based on this. Right, we've got a daily challenge journal.
Congratulations, novice.
Oh, we've increased something. Kill 50 monsters, complete 3 missions, complete 3 side missions, empower items 4 times, and do all the daily challenges. Okay, there's some more lore. So these, I think, are called anima wells. These are kind of like fast travel points. Yeah, anima wells. If you defeat in combat, you'll be able to recover from the anima form here. And you can fast travel to them too. Let me see. GameLab says, I think you might be getting the Ark bug. Been watching loads of videos. Ooh, so GameLabs might come and join us on Ark, which of course Ark Ascendant is cross-platform. Outdo says, oh dear, don't worry Anger, I won't be stalking you for that accent. 10 hours on a train to Aberdeen, sod that for a game, yes. Dave Ox says he met Brian from AC/DC years ago while he was still with the band Geordie. My god, that must have been a long time ago then. Angela says, Game Labs, join us. You can join Trip and I. Don't join Trip and him. Don't do it. Work says, Angelo, you guys play Ascended? Yes. Ark Evolved Ascendant. No, Ark. I can never remember what it's actually called. ASA, Ark Survival Ascendant. That's what it's called. The new Unreal 5 version of the game is cross-platform. Lux Icon says the park was cool, spooky. So the park, which is in the second zone, is one of my favourite parts of the game. It's really good. Borbid says, don't think it was ever released on console. That's a shame. Begabus says, I play Conan on Xbox but never see anything in the launcher. Yeah, I'm talking about the PC launcher. When you bring up Ark, you get a launcher and it has all the different Conan games down the left hand side. And it is listed there. A lot of people. So I watched a video not that long ago with Joel, who is the main guy for the Dune Awakening game, and Joel was heavily involved in this game back in the day. Bulwark says, nice, but I'm afraid to enter servers dive to PTSD from Evolved. Not the deaths, but the lag. Is the server in the US? I presume it's Mac of Campfire Clowns. It's his server, so I presume it's in Germany. Kathy says, Labs, come and join Tay and me.
Oh, don't worry, kid. You haven't gone back in time. I just happen to be the last of the cowboys. Got your southern welcome right here. Mesquite beans, Texas style. Good ought to face evil on a full stomach. Name's Boone. I'm a troubleshooter. You and I need to have a powwow before you continue your little crusade. You Templars may be taking the high road, but just watch you don't get saddle rash from the high horse, okay? Sure, you can be divided in purpose, but we gotta stand united against darkness. This ain't my first rodeo. I know we're gonna need all the unity we can get. Don't mean to say you stepped into hell, but when the wind blows west, you can just about smell the brimstone. All we know is death and fog came from the sea, or someone brought it back with them. And if I was a gambling man, I'd put money on that someone still being around. Bunch of survivors holed up in Kingsmouth town. Follow that main road and the sound of gunfire, you'll come to the sheriff's office. Kid, whatever your reasons for being here, you find out what those people died for, and you bring a reckoning.
Okay. Look, other players. Level 3. Level 50. Wow. Okay. Right, so this is our first mission. If you see the blue icon, see, can I pick that out? Yeah, over here, this blue icon is our story quest, and that is one story that will lead us through all the levels to max level. It's got 22 tiers and different parts to it, but that's our main quest line. And then we can pick up other quests, but we can only pick up limited ones. So we've got dungeon missions, action or sabotage missions, investigation missions, and then we can have 3 side missions. But we'll always have this main quest line, and it's telling us to accept the mission, A Fistful of Zombies, from Jack Boone, which is this guy. But let's catch up with chat first. Let me see. Frost, good to see you. How are you? Confused Barbarian says, Angelo, I was gifted a Rex from Bad Guy that came from Anger's Ranch. It's a top-of-the-line killing machine. Yeah, I've got a fridge full of very high-level Rex eggs that make some pretty decent killing machines on Ark. Bacon Boss, PC gets so much more good stuff than consoles. I need a new PC. PC equals privileged children. Well, we've had many years recently where consoles get all the games first. All your sort of GTAs and stuff like that come out on Red Dead Redemption 2. Like I said last week, I bought an Xbox to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I was so keen to play it. But yeah, PC does still have a lot of titles. GameLab says I would need to learn a bit first. Lol, looks fun. Been enjoying Campfire Clown streams with the help from Kathy and Rob. If only there was somebody who made a little video series that would get you started on how to play Ark, GameLabs. If only that was the case. I wonder. Because even the Ark Survival Evolved is still the same principles. It's the same. Ascending is better graphics. And there's obviously new dinos and stuff being added to it, and new mechanics being added to it. But the basics are still there in the full ASE videos. Zara says, don't know the name of the voice actor, but his voice is a lot of stuff. I'm not sure. Bulwark, it's in Germany. I will try next weekend to get in contact with you guys. I really enjoy it in single player. I would like to try a server. Nice one, Bulwark. So it is a cluster. The idea with Max has got is that the Ragnarok server will be the all ever-present, that's the ever-present home, and then we'll work our way through the other maps. So they're still working on the basic island at the moment, but then we'll move from island to Scorched Earth and through the maps, completing all the bosses. That's the plan. But you can transfer between those 2 servers easily. Bacon Bus says I'm going into lurk mode now. Okay, no problem. Dave Hogg says the band Geordie was 71 to 80, which was a long time ago, and was indeed, yes. Audi says, what's got going off? The first screen had an obvious British keep left sign and a red postbox. Now we've got a pound store. Yes, so there are 3, what would they call them? I don't know what you would call them. Factions, maybe? You choose which faction you want to be, and you can be the Illuminati, and that is based in New York, so you'll start in New York. The Templar, which is what my character is, which is based in London, so you start in London. And the Dragon, which is based in Tokyo, and you start in Tokyo. And I think we will have to go back and do faction quests at some point in time. But yeah, that's why my loading screen, the background, it was a London post box and such like, because my character comes from London, and we'll be getting quests sent to us from the Templar as we play through. Anger at some dude that gave some serious side eye during that speech. Let's see. Angela says, "What? You got an Xbox?" So yeah, I've got an Xbox One. I've had an Xbox One, and like I said, I bought it to play Red Dead Redemption 2. It's quite dusty now. Sometimes the kids play some games on it, but very rarely. Every time we spark it up, it takes an hour to do all the updates and stuff. Spirit of Death, good to see you. How are you? Game Labs. Yeah. My recommended Game Labs is make your own little base, start off in your own little area, learn the ropes, learn how to tame stuff and such like. Feel free to use my guides as much or as little as you like. It will save you a lot of unfortunate deaths if you do. Get up to speed and then come and join the guys and doing their stuff. I would also recommend your first time playing it is don't accept too much stuff from other people. You'll only get to play the game the first time once, so you really want to do it as realistically as you can to really enjoy the game. If you just get given everything straight away, it will spoil the game for you. This is finally, between being sick and being on vacation, I can show you a live stream again. Oh dear, you were being sick. That's not so good. Welcome back anyway. Good to see you're back with us. Frank Atanasau? Dragon is in Seoul. Okay, Seoul. Apologies. The thing you do at the start is maybe based in Tokyo. Is that where I'm getting the Tokyo from? Let me see. Let's see. So it's co-op, or are you sometimes on a killing spree? Are you speaking about Arc Bulwark? Because you can do both. You can do both. Okay, let's get going. Right, we haven't even done a quest yet, so let's pick up the quest from Jack Boone. Fistful of Zombies.
This forest crawls. Gets my fingers itching for two matters. One, the other, figuring out a way to keep them down. It ain't right the way the dead walk the earth. They deserve their 6 feet, same as everyone else. I've sworn to keeping guard here, and you got places to be, but nothing's stopping you from culling the herd as you go. Hell, figure out what makes them tick and how to make that ticking stop, and I'll buy you a beer at the apocalypse. So go on, kid. Saddle up. The end of the world waits for no man.
Oops. I like that sign. So instead of Kingsmith ahead, somebody's put dead on it. Okay, right. We have to kill 8 zombies in the area around Jack's camp. So I've got a couple of spells at the moment. On my left click, I've got Chain Lightning. Can I see what these are? Active. Right, so this one is Chain Lightning, which is like an AoE. The elemental spell. This is on Q's Fireball, which is a single target one. As I use my spells, a lot like No Man's Sky, as you use these spells, your heat meter goes up, and if your heat meter overloads, you can't do any more spells for a while. But what you can do is use this elemental freeze spell to bring your heat down so you can keep going. And if there's all that doesn't work, we've got the right click is a chaos spell using a chaos. So if elemental is unavailable, we can use this chaos distortion spell if we need to. Right, so there is a bunch of zombies there, so let's do lightning, chain lightning, and we can AoE them. And as you get up the heat, the damage gets more damage. So reticule based targeting. There we go. That's 8 of them down. Jump on the cars to trigger the alarm. So we're running along the road. This one has got an alarm on it. We jump on the car. The alarm goes off and a bunch of zombies appear. Got that. Right, over here. Let's get rid of these guys so we can get into the... Let's get the little bee thing to get the buzzing. We are the education protocol. We climb the twisted... Oh, missed it. Right, I have to ignite gas cans. There isn't a gas can there. There's some over here. I keep hitting shift to run, but that is jump. Right, so we ignite the gas can. And then let's pull them through the fire. There we go, and we've set them on fire. Finish them off. Examine the half-eaten corpse. Right, so you can see the red circle on the mini-map in the top right. This is the half-eaten corpse here. Nope. Is that it there? No, that's a zombie. Where is it? Ah, this one here. Oh no, this is bullets from Andy. This is a side mission, this green box. A note on the dead policeman's hand, ask him to get more ammunition and then return to the sheriff's office ASAP. This policeman obviously can't return, but the ammo is still directly needed. I'll accept that side mission. I'll pick up some of the ammo. Right, where is that half-eaten corpse? Let's zap you down. This one? Yeah, this one. Examine that. Whoa. And a big mutant thing. Corpse Gorger. So a single target, so we'll just use a fireball. Come on, down you go. There he goes. Look for survivors in Kingsmouth Town. Right. Let's hit X to start sprinting. Let's get down into Kingsmouth Town. We'll get into a safe place, and then I'll check up with chat. There's police shooting people from the roof. Oh. Down you go. Hello, I'm not a zombie. Right, we've made it. We've completed our first quest. So send mission report, control R. Good work on the report. The information regarding the reanimated dead is useful. So this is from the Templar. You can see this is from Temple Hall. Though not particularly surprising. Jack Boone, now there's a familiar name. He pops up in reports everywhere. The man travels far and wide and always seems to be on site before our agents. His factional allegiance are unknown. He does not appear to be associated with either the Illuminati or the Dragon. It would pay to keep an eye on him. So we get XP, we get this money thing, whatever that's called again, and we get a little gear bag. So collect that. We open the gear bag and it's a pistol. So we don't use pistols, but we could use that to upgrade our items, but we'll leave it as it is at the moment. I would like to get, if you look, so you can see this has got 1 pip underneath it. That's got 1 pip, that's got 2. So this one is obviously got slightly better stats because it's a level 2, so is that, but this is only level 1. I would like a level 1 or even a level 3 weapon before I start upgrading it. Right. We have to go up onto the roof to see Andy, because we've got to hand in his little side quest, find Deputy Andy. Here he is. You can see he's got a quest. You can also chat to him, but his quest is locked at the moment. So, hand in the ammo. And we've got another complete mission. That's just a generic one, so collect that. Open that bag. It's a chain. So we've got a level 2 chain, or 2 pip, a tier 2 chip. Let's do an upgrade. So we hit the upgrade. You take the item you want to upgrade and put it in the upgrade slot. And you sacrifice other items in order to upgrade it. So if we put this in here, It's gives us 250 XP, which will upgrade it from level 1 to level 2. You can see it's flashing blue, which means you get a critical upgrade because it's the same type. You can put any talisman in here, but because it's the same type, you get more XP. So assemble that. We've now got a level 2 chain, which has put our hit points, attack rating, and protection up a little bit. And we keep upgrading these bits to get our gear up. Right, into the office and speak to the sheriff, which I think is Sheriff Bannerman. In we go. Let's go in here. Oh.
Heck if I know where you folks keep coming from, but anyone who walks through that door alive pretty much gets my amnesty. Something in your past colors you sourly to a badge, I'd ask you to call it quits in return. We agreeable? Well then, I'm Sheriff Bannerman, and this down-home little state of emergency is what's left of my jurisdiction. Sure, we tried to hold as much of the town as we could at first, more out of nostalgia than any civil defense plan. I won't tell you Kingsmouth was a slice of heaven in a snow globe, but it was ours. Now it ain't. There was always something running under in this town. Maybe what's spilled out now. If that's how it works, I couldn't say hand on heart we didn't have it coming. But that fog, and the things in it, they didn't pick and choose when they came in. Most folks didn't stand a chance. Now, I can see you're armed. I won't kick up any fuss about that. Straight truth is, you'll need to be. Just don't go thinking that means you're deputized as such. Heaven knows if there was ever a time and a place for the right to bear 'em, you're looking at it. Henry has his word of God, that Roger woman has her crystal ball, and Norma out on the point's got a 12 gauge. My money's on Norma.
We'll meet her. Okay, right, what's chat saying? What says, Dang, I would like to enjoy. Yep, no problem. Angela says, Bull, I'm going to send you the clip from last night about killed me laughing. Okay, yeah, I know what clip that is. Scribelight says, the Wolverine voice actor there. Wolverine voice actor from the animated series. Is that what you mean? Gamer says, yeah, exactly. Okay, for future starts, but first time, best to get the basics down. Appreciate the advice. Yeah, 100%. It is that thing that you can only ever enjoy a game the first time once. And I personally, other people it may be different. When you're playing a multiplayer game, I don't want people to give me all the high level stuff and get straight into it. I want to learn the game myself and enjoy that first experiences. But other people might be different. We will see. Zara saying, I figured out the voice Wolverine. Okay, so is a Wolverine actor? Obviously it's not Hugh Jackman, so I'm guessing you're meaning from the animated series. Troy says, Arc and research go hand in hand, going in blind. Yeah, Arc has no tutorial whatsoever. So you really have to learn, and you don't know which dinosaurs are going to attack you until you run up to them, and by which time it's too late. Audio says, don't know who said it, but this voice actor is in so many games. Andrew's saying, we haven't done any PvP. He's got to drive for a bit, be right back, no problem, Angelo. Audio says, shut up and drive. Incubus, great band, my fond and adult memories. Peter Day says, bye, I have to go. No problem, Peter, see you later. Cool. Right. Next thing we have to do is the mission horror show for Helen Bannerman. So it is Bannerman. So, horror show believes that mounting surveillance equipment near the police station can provide advance warning of impending attacks. He needs help to find useful equipment around town.
Well, sure wasn't in our yearly budget to put the town under martial law. No, the good old boys on the council were all about thrifty spending, at least above the table. So I squirreled away where I could for some surveillance equipment. Police business, sure, let's call it civic awareness. I'm talking your webcams, your motion sensors. Oh, don't look so surprised. Kingsmouth might be out in the sticks, but we have electricity and everything. Running water in tourist season. Come back when this whole damn mess is blown over, I'll give you the tour far as the old lighthouse. But, to get to the point of it. Seems to me we should bring that gear out of mothballs and get it hooked up around town. Gives me some early warning and the others a break from my collection of Jeopardy reruns.
Okay, so this is a sabotage mission. Check the phone book for secure businesses. So the phone book is here. So we have to go to the Cycle gas station, the Kingsmouth Savings and Loan, which is on Lovecraft Lane. Franklin Foundation Mining Museum on Belmont Avenue. HP Arts and Crafts. Lobster Trap, King of Books. Clean Cut Barber Shop. Jack and Wendy's Bed and Breakfast. FFAK Fit for a King. Okay. Right. So retrieve camera from the cycle. Okay. Become a patron. That's your $9.99 a month. Becomes a patron. Get all your bonuses. As I said, not required, but available if you so wish. Right. So we have to go down the bottom of the street. Let's start running. Put our sparkly hands away. Helena, is this game too, boss? I'd rather deal with dinos than zombies. Right, this is the gas station here. But camera is up on high. Let's take out these while we can. All XP is good XP. The way it works here is you see the blue line that goes right along the bottom of the screen. As you go through that, you're going to get AP, which is what you need to unlock your basic skills, and SP, which will allow you to unlock. Let's see, what have I got now? I've got. Where's my points? Up here. SP. I've got 6 SP and 2 AP available. So as you do your quests and get more XP, experience, you'll unlock, I think you unlock 3, I think these little lines here are different SP points, and then you'll unlock AP as well at various points, which you can then spend to upgrade your character. So you won't get as much XP as possible, because that gives you more abilities. Right, we need to get on the roof. Oh, but if you look on the mini-map, there's a little yellow circle, which is where we need to go for the quest, but there's also a little yellow skull. And these are like rare named creatures. So this one here, Dumpster Diver. So let's zap him. We'll get additional XP from him. And the first time you kill him, you'll get a loot bag. So let's pick that up. We didn't pick it up. F to loot all. Open the bag, and we got another 1 pip. Where did it go? Did I just drop that by mistake? Looks like I did. Well, that was silly. It doesn't drop it on the ground. Oops. Right, jump up onto the roof. Somebody's been up here. Shotgun and an ammo. Grab the camera. You're Mandem, good to see you. How are you? Audi says, Angelo, I'd rather zombies, not 28 days later zombies though. A 308 shotgun and an M249 solves most problems. Right, we need to now go to the Kingsmouth Savings and Loans, which according to the little map marker is along here. Zap you, zap you. We killed 50 zombies, so that's part of our challenge done. Right, over here. Take you out. Take you out. AoE for the win. Don't jump on there because it'll set off the car alarm. We've passed it. This. There it is there. Grab it. Now we need to go to the mining museum, which is back over here. Amanda says, "How do not too sneaky, but I guess you know, knowing your videos, I know you. I subscribe to a more simple approach. When in doubt, blow it up." Right, this is the museum. There is the camera up there. I happen to know that there is a ladder around here, which we can climb. Get on the roof. There's the camera. Take this. Oh no, there's a note on it. Joshua, this is the one that needs changing. I have it done before I'm back from Bangor. New cameras are in the basement. Remember to fill out the repair form and file it with the museum admins. James Morris, the janitor. Okay, so that camera isn't working, so we have to go inside and into the basement. So this is the museum. The Blue Ridge Mountains. Some old pictures of some miners. Let's head in here. Yes, we want to go in there. Oh, janitor. Hello, janitor. Oh, the janitor doesn't look very well.
If you're going out, you need to go away because I'm not feeling very stable right now.
Oh, and he's running away. Right, so we could jump over that or we can run around the side of it. So a little bit of parkour stuff going on here. So the janitor is behind there. So we need a way of switching off that laser. And in here, and you can see there's a security camera there, so we have to work our way around without getting seen by the security camera. I think this one doesn't move, this one's static. So it's easy enough to just go round the back of it. Up, and then switch it off. There we go, and then we can drop down here and the laser's off. Very simple puzzle quest, this one, just to get you started. There's the guy in there, so we've got another laser wall we have to switch off, but this time the camera is moving. So we'll have to time it. So there's the first camera. Middle, can we get into here? Let it go over there. And go around here. Is it just the one camera? Ah, that's the one that would point us if we ran up there now. So let's wait until it comes back. Go underneath it. It goes back. And then we can go over here and drop down. Disable that. Camera still active. The camera is off. Okay, that's cool. So we can just get out of here. And here's the janitor. Oh no. He wants to bite us. Come on, build up our heat. Build up our heat. Out of the filth. Blech. Right, let's get the what's that, lower thing? Right, these are the cameras. Done. Right, now we have to go outside and place them in the street. Here we go. Start running. one of the things you can get are different running animations. Let's see if we get outside. I don't think I have any. I did have in my old game, which is why I was annoyed I lost them all when we didn't transfer them over. We've got a character sheet. You've got sprints. So wings, anima dash that leaves like a yellow hexagon trail behind you, a motorbike, arachnoid cycle. Every time you go into sprint, it will summon this arachnid bike. There is other bikes, horses, moose, diabolic warhorse, damaged anima train, dead fast, Franken chopper, Flynn's gambit. A lot of these are like seasonal things, a seasonal event. So that's a frosty one from obviously Christmas time. There's an autumn one. Or you need to do an achievement to get that. There's a little Patreon subscription bundle. Will give you that little cycle. But yeah, unfortunately I don't have any of those stuff. Oh, they've respawned. Down you go. You as well. Right, there's actually one over the other side. Let's see. Most of them are in and around the police station. Here, around the corner. So this one's the closest one. Did I pull you? No, I didn't pull you. Those ones on the other side of the fence got pulled. Right, attach a camera to there. One done. Attach a camera to here. Kill this. Are you guys talking about the apocalypse? Your weapons of choice for the apocalypse? Or are you talking about a game? Well, I thought of spears, but it's hard to get it out of the body in time. Well, the pole arm, hammer, axe, pointy thing. Up here. Sprinting. We're only on sprinting once now. We'll level that up. These are... what are these guys called? Maybe this will tell us. Council of Venice. So this guy is he sells stuff, so diluted potions and stuff like that. He's all sorts of potions that you can buy for in-game currency. I've got 1,000. I could buy a bunch of them. But don't need them quite yet. Right, a camera on here. You are talking about the apocalypse. Cool. Place camera on tree trunk. So we've got one more round there. Around here. Over here. Ravenous horde. Whoop. Attach. Okay, use the police computer to initiate the system. Inside the police station. We haven't come across it yet, but the game has got a whole bunch of, let me see, would be investigation missions where you have to work out a whole bunch of stuff. And the game actually comes with, if I press B, it's got its own web browser. It probably doesn't work anymore because obviously we've all got web browsers and we could tab out on our phones and whatnot. But you used to have to go, they created a bunch of websites. There's a whole bunch of websites related to this game that you would go and look stuff up. Like, there's a particular one, if we go over to the airport, over here, there's a mission to fix a radio tower in the airport, and you have to go and look up like the model number of a part to do with the radio tower to find out something about it. I can't remember exactly what it was. And there's a whole fake website for the company that make that come, all set up that you would go and look at. Unfortunately, because the game's so old now, if you go and look up any of those things, you just get taken to a game guide that just gives you the answers. But the investigation missions were particularly good because you used to have to do some real thinking. Right, let's connect to the computer. Kathy says, why do zombies avoid eating clowns? Because they taste funny. Oh dear. I was at the circus last week. Last Tuesday. It was fantastic. Had a great time. Angelo, holy hell, just did the math. I've been training for 27 years. Started at 15. How do Angelo been training with mine? What have you been training with? Riot Shield and Gladius. Angelo's been training with staffs and spears for a while, for 27 years. Wow. What's a zombie's favourite sauce with brains? Gravy. Howdo says, a shield wall manned by clowns. That's even more scary. Where do zombies go for a meal together? The headquarters. Da-dum-tsh. Right, we want to look at the station security system. Number 1. Number 1, initialize the cameras. Initializing. There we go. Complete. We can view the cameras if you so wish. There's camera feed 1. But we're not going to bother with that. Right. Control R. The camera system you've installed is up and running at our end as well. So the Templar are tapped into it and are looking at it. It is tactically useful for the local officers to see incoming threats. However, we are particularly keen to analyse visual data of the enemy from an R&D perspective. The janitor you encountered showed symptoms of an unfamiliar infection. There were signs of humanity in the midst of his tentacular mutation. Tentacular mutation. He had tentacles growing out of him. We hesitate to classify him without more data. Richard Sonak. Okay, collect that. Open the bag. It's a sword. Item powers represent the number of pips at the bottom of the item. 1, 2, and 3. Common, uncommon. 3 is rare. It's rumoured that certain extraordinary items will grant you unique powers. So that's just another common sword. So more tools that we can use to upgrade a weapon. Once we get either a 2 pip or a 3 pip elemental focus, we might have to go to the auction house and buy one. Right, next one. Complete the mission Elm Street Blues for Deputy Andy. Okay, so Andy's got a new mission for us. Upstairs. Oh. Hey Andy, so his mission he had is now unlocked. Oh, good to see you. This player, that is the Magus uniform. That is the other uniform you get based on the class that you picked. So that is the same uniform as me. Right. I could dress like that as well if I wanted to. What's he got to say?
Jeez. You never saw anything like this in the cop shows. Well, maybe on cable. Not the network ones. You wouldn't know it from looking out there, but before that wicked bad fog rolled in, Kingsmouth was a sleepy little burg. Nothing stronger on the streets than a hot cup of coffee and chocolate-glazed donuts from Susie's. The occasional DUI or domestic disturbance. Human sacrifice. But every town
Just
has a dark
slips human
side,
sacrifice in there.
right? We sure are getting a heaped help in the darkness now, eh? The Walking Dead and worse besides taking over our town. Us survivors hold up in here, hoping it's all just a bad dream and we'll wake up to the smell of bacon and maple syrup. But unless someone ups and does something, and soon, All we're gonna wake up to is the smell of rotten flesh. And I don't need another thing to remind me of my dad. Halloween does bring
Rides
back
of
the
rotten
memories,
flesh remind him of his dad. He's a dark guy, Andy. He's a dark guy. Right, kill the ravenous horde around the sheriff's office. Okay. So out this door. Around here somewhere. I guess it's the red circle or the green circle. You're a ravenous horde. Down you go. Well, we need 6 of them. We need another 2. More around here? More around here. Okay, go to the northern barricade. Oh, I remember this one night. Oh, hello. Run straight into a group of zombies. Right, we're in the barricade. Here they come. Defend the barricade.
See if you can't head 'em off with the northern barricade.
Okay, more coming in. You see the little orange marker on the mini-map where they're coming from. AoE, 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 AoE.
Those zombies are making a mess of that north barricade.
Bit more? Yep. Zap, zap, zap. Down we go. Okay.
More trouble on the south barricade.
Now the south barricade.
Coming in from the south side now.
Coming straight down the street.
We got some more trouble on the south barricade.
Let's pull these guys in between waves. Or maybe not quite in between waves. Oh, our heat's getting up. So I'll hit 1 to cool me down.
They're taking that southern barricade apart.
There we go. Another AP for that.
Good job. We held off the undead hordes for another day.
Find the source of the salt on the sheriff office. Down this way. More zombies are running up the street. Take them out. Come on, zap them. Down you go. Right, here we go. Here's some of the source of the problems. So we've got normal dudes and we've got a mutated Drog, a warmonger. Let's zap you with a single target. Down he goes. And we've got some AP and some SP there. And we've increased our elemental skill. That's what that flame icon means. We've up-leveled that up. So let's have a look at N. So we don't have enough to get the next. We need 10. We've only got 8 AP. But we've got enough to get the next crit rating. Why not? Let's unlock that. So these ones are passives that'll deal. So that one works with chain lightning. That one works with your flash freeze, that boosts this freeze. So you want to get the passives and slot them to do with the ones you're using. But in between them, they've just got basic stat boosts. So attack rating, crit power, hit rating, all the normal stuff. Right. It appears we're dealing with bigger problems than just the reanimated dead. The name Drog is ringing a lot of bells around here, and I'm told we have plenty of information on the marine creatures on record. On ancient record. We could still use more information, however, particularly about the larger varieties with the lobster claws and their general ecology. On that note, they do have some excellent shellfish in that region, worth looking into if you work up an appetite. Thanks very much. You're Amanda, Strange Games. See you later. No problem. See ya. So that gives us a medallion neck piece. So let's do an upgrade on that. Take that, level 1, and put that in. That's doing it to level 2. Upgrades our skills a little bit more. Okay, find Norma Creed. Right, Norma Creed is down here. There's a little mutated corpse. There's a sort of little side quest on the way. Right, let's just take out these guys on the way. But yeah, that is the thing. It is a strange game because it is this modern looking game. It's in the modern world, unlike the space and fantasy games of most MMOs. There's more Drog down from this coming out of the fog of the sea. We'll encounter them in a bit. But you've obviously got all this weird stuff going on. I think this is, American people might correct me, I think this is New England. The first 3 zones are New England. The next 3 are Egypt. And then the next 3 after that are Transylvania. I think there's possibly an update that's come out since then. It's now got South Africa in it as well. Right, the hunger. The wounds on the mutilated corpse close to the woods. The wounds on a mutilated corpse close to the woods suggest a mauling from something even more dangerous than zombies. Search for the predator. Let's do that.
Tracking initiated.
And there's a trail of blood, which now does these blue single things to point you in the right direction. Because following a trail of blood is obviously too hard these days. Follow the blood trail.
Additional assignment received. Initializing.
Oh, we've got an extra bonus mission. The yellow one on the right hand side saying defeat wisps. And that big one in the middle is a skull wisp as well. Level 6, what are we? We are level 6. Although our... Let's see if we can... Too far away. Come back. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. Take it out, take it out. There we go. So we can get some more loot from that. Oh, an assault rifle. These are all weapons you could choose. Pistols, shotgun, hammer, assault rifles. There's blood magic, chaos magic, elemental magic. Is there other things? I can't remember. So I could slot any of those weapons. You could learn all the weapons. You start off with 2. You pick 2 at the start, but you can slot any of those weapons and start using skills from that tree and level up that abilities. Eventually, you can do them all. And then you'll be able to... Because some of the weapons are more healing focused, some are tanking focused. You get 2 at the same time. Yes. And some are DPS focused, like these ones. Okay, we've done that. Claim that mission. Thanks for contributing. Collect. Open that up. That is a chain. Let's See if we can upgrade our waste one. It'll go to level 3. Yep. There we go. Right, where's that blood trail? There it is. Oh, a pile of corpses, and there is a Wendigo.
Visual tracking initiated.
And it run away,
Visual tracking
so we have to
initiated.
follow the blood trail again. Here. Up here. Up here. Up here. Come on. Here we go. Come again. There it is. Hiding behind the rock. Let's get the heat up a little bit with the chain lightning and then start blasting it with the flames. And it's down. Side quest complete. Your file report has been received, so that's just a generic one. It's a weapon one. Oh, another assault rifle. We're picking up lots of weapons that we can use to upgrade our weapon. We just need to get a better weapon to upgrade. We might have to just go with the one we've got at the moment. Because we're getting leveled above our weapon. Right, I think it's Norma's is over here. Yep, you can see our bonfire. Let me see, let me get somewhere. Oh, let's get this anima well. You've now resurrected the anima well. 6 Po Cove. Right, let me see. What is chat saying? Ian saying, what's a lot of zombies' favourite song? Undead the Boardwalk. They'll be eating some brains. Or Brian's. Let's not milk it, Kath. Fair enough. Is it good in... PG Bean, good to see you. How are you? Nice to see you. Right, what's Kathy? What's Norma got to say? They never stop coming.
Oh yeah, you'd think these wet bits would just fizzle on the bonfire, but no, they sparkle like kindling wood. That's heartening. Ah, geez, what a mess. Good thing I'm not particular. Now I'm used to getting my hands dirty. Fish guts, childbirth, sutures, the dead. Yeah, maybe I was born for this work. Ah, that don't sound right. Nobody's made for this ungodly work. Except maybe this old thing. So I kill and I chop and I burn, but there's more of them every day, and I feel like I'm pushing a very big stone up a very steep mountain, and it keeps rolling back down. What do you call that? Sisyphean? Or is that when you get a burning in your privates? My idea of culture is reruns of Cheers and, you know, not ancient Greek mythology. Well, the old gal ain't a proper match for everything that turns up on my doorstep. Seems she's too much for most of it. Spreads a bone and dead man's guts all over the place. There's no time to gather it all up before we're right back up in the thick of it. And they never stop coming. They never stop coming.
They never stop coming. What's a vegan zombie's favourite food? Grains. If they said that joke earlier. Still funny though. Okay, go to the back of Norma's house. Oh, there's a glowing thing in there. There's 2 glowing things in there. There's another one. Give me your XP. 375 XP for picking that up. And this one. The fog. Alright. Our fence is completely down there, so another attack waves. So we've got 3 damaged fence locations. There's people coming from over here. Down you go. Still coming from over here. What's that? Solomon Death Cult. Coming from over here this time. Unearthed mob. And in the middle, I'm watching the little orange markers on the mini map showing me where they're coming from. Go. And more. Oh, get out of that circle. And over here. Solomon Death Cultist. Collect body parts. Well, there's a lower leg. Like that. There's an arm. An upper leg, maybe? And another lower leg. Body over there. Throw body parts on the fire. Lovely. Chuck them on. Right. So now we've got lots of circles. Kill slow and dry zombies, kill wet zombies, kill fast moving zombies, and kill zombie cultists. Okay. Right, let's start over here then. What are you? Drowned Mariner. You must be a wet zombie. Oh, get out of that. Oh, we've pulled one off the door as well. Yes, these are wet zombies. 2 down. Get over there. Lots of zombies. Yeah, you kind of start off with the zombies, and then you kind of, as you move through the zone, you're more dealing with the drog. Another, jump out of that. Right, that's them done. Over here. Keep pushing shift, but shift is that dive forward, not the X is the run.
Assignment received.
Oh,
initializing.
Defeat 8 undead excavators. Another one of the little zone quest things. That wasn't an excavator. These are reawakened cultists. Oh, you got a shield. It's a bit sneaky. That's them done. What are you? You are a Drog grave robber. Oh, he is a Drog as well. He's got a weird thing on his arm. That counted as an excavator, so. Whereas these cultists don't. What are you? Townies. Are you excavators? You didn't seem to be digging. They're fast moving and also excavators. Cool. You're a grave robber. You're out. Somebody glowing blue in there, and I can see a skull on the thing. Send mission report. That's the excavators done. Open the bag. We got blood magic, so we've got all the weapons apart from the ones we want. For you, Father Appleby, level 7. Level above us, but let's take out all the wee guys. And then cool us down, and he's dead. And we got another chain, okay. Is that enough to upgrade to level 4? It is indeed.
Critical empowerment.
Critical empowerment, because it was the same type of talisman. Okay, now we just got the slow zombies to do, which are that way. But that's a cliff. What are the slow zombies? Where does all the fluid come from? Well, the mariners have come out of the sea. Drains. Imagine the dead excavators are excavators without an engine. Oh dear. You look like a slow zombie. Vengeful victim. Oh, hello. Beat them all up. Zap them all down. Yep, that's 3. You another one? You stay there casting so I can move away from you. All 4. Throw. Alright, we've got to do more body parts on the fire. Use. Throw dry shambler body parts on the fire. Throw wet shambler body parts on the fire. Throw zombie runner body parts on the fire. Throw cultist body parts on the fire. Ooh, blue fire. Examine the blue cultist fires, which are down this way. But we've got another 10 AP points. So we could have Mjolnir. Consumes 5 elemental energy. Harness the power of the mythical hammer to send devastating bolts of lightning at your target, dealing 99 magical damage. Let's unlock that. It's gone into button 2. And we've got another passive skill. So that's the passive for Mjolnir, but we have to go through these to get to it. Oh, and they're 15 each. That's defense. That's stat booster. That's crit rating. Crit power rating. And hit rating. Well, I think we'll just hold on and we'll just work our way down that rail because I want to get that passive. We'll need another 5 SP to get that. Sesame Street Fighter, good to see ya. Ain't my favourite brothers and sisters. How are you, mate? How was your birthday this week? For everybody who didn't know, I think most of you know who were all in chat, it was Sesame's birthday this week. I'm not going to say how old he is. We'll just say it ends with a 7. Right, examine the fire. Okay, we have to kill cultists for body parts. That we can do. Reawakened cultists. With their shields. Zap. 2. Oh, we need to test out Mjolnir. Right, button 2. Button 2. 2. 2. There we go. Right, that's 5. Somebody proposed, but my mum has my undivided attention. What? oh. Did they sneak up behind me? They did. Sneaky. You. Go on, get out of it. Power of the gods. These are all level 7. But these are actually a level above me. Go down. Zap. Milner. Oh, we're overheating. We've overheated. That's chaos. No, we're okay. We're cooling down again. Light the cultist fires, which is over there. We need to get to them first. Not that fire. Oh, there's another rare, unique thing in the water. Let's get these guys out of the way. Oh, we've also got to defeat 4 reanimated warriors. What are you? You're a cultist true believer. Right. Keep the heat going. Too late. Level 7. Oh, get out of that. Cool it down. Oh, it's dead. Oh, you're a warrior. Cool. Right, let's get that bag. Oh, it's an upper talisman. Let's upgrade the neck one.
Critical empowerment results.
That's up to level 4 now. We need reanimated warriors. That's what you are. Let's see. Birthday was simple. I got me a lasagna, and that lady can cook. Again, this is a wish. My birthday was going to end with a 7 this year, but it ends with a 0. Ooh, a big one, Game Labs. Mine will also end with a 7, says Kathy Ann. Sesame says, I am very hard to marry, not hard to get. Hidden from the market when you take care of a mother woman notice. You can summon in this game. I played a little in the first year of its release. Kathy, our birthday next. Oh, Kathy's birthday is very nearby as well, is it not? Did you not say last week that your birthday is coming up? That's that complete. Collect that. Another waste talisman. Also a number 2, so that's luminous chain. So it's the same. Assemble. Up it goes. Where's the fires that we have to light? 40 meters that way. Ooh, that killed it. Ooh. Let me have a look at that again. Reduces your heat level by 4. Oh, that's ice beam. It's that one I want to look at. Send devastating bolts of light on your target, dealing 104. Increase your heat level by 21. Okay. Why did that, like, one-shot it? 2. Right, there must be a fire that we need to light. Maybe want to clear some of this people first. There's another one. Come on. There we go. Right, so there's one here. Like that. Why are we lighting cultist fires? That can't be a good thing. And other one over here. Oh look, we've summoned something. Funnily enough. Grab you. That's down. Okay, mission complete. The inland undead are scavengers, but you must respect their numbers and their speed. Those that shamble along the shore are similar in nature, although even more closely tied to the Drog. The cultists are the most autonomous and industrious of the undead. They spend their lives practicing black arts and bowing to all manner of atrocities. Centuries of sleep has apparently done nothing to eliminate old habits. Former primordial priests banish magi, worshippers who sacrifice and were sacrificed, who knows what else. Something in the black soil nurtured their mystical talents and inspired them to rise, rejuvenated. Right, give us a decent weapon. Nope, another sword. We're getting every type of weapon apart from the ones we want. Right, there's a little bit of lore up there. We have to go back and check on Norma. Okay. Can we get up there? Yep. Up. Grab that. We've got 11 SP. We need another 4 to get that passive. Next passive. Shoulder. Let me see. Nothing says they've found out that Sesame and I are born only 10 days apart. And Sesame says, I am your elder. Only just. A lot can happen in 10 days. It sure can. Sure can. There you go. It's a small world, eh? People meeting up from literally the other side of the world. Of course, Sesame's in Trinidad. Whoop. Can we just run past these people? Oh, nope. There's a guy behind. There's somebody behind the truck. Look at all those. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I can't remember when we get to be able to upgrade our sprinting so we can sprint a bit faster. Round the back of here. Yep, here we go. There's Norma.
Well now, I'm not much fit for entertaining, but I reckon you ain't much in the mood for hospitality either, am I right? Oh, I'm not a big talker, eh? I'm used to that from a surly husband and kids more comfortable with kicking a ball around and having a conversation with their ma. Name's Nama Creed. Raised a family up here before this dungeon thick fog came took him is my story. Helen sent you over to check on me, I reckon. Now, your concern is wicked kind, but I don't need any pitying. I got my shotgun, I got what's left of my wits. I'll manage. Now, this hullabaloo began after the Lady Margaret came back. My husband Larry, the others, we all thought that they'd gone missing out there, but the sea took them. The day they came back, whole town could finally breathe again. But then came that fog, like it was following them back to shore. 'Twas right, said they, such birds to slay, that bring the fog and mist. Don't ask me where I got that from. Probably heard it on Oprah. Never got to ask Larry about what happened in those weeks they were gone. Been around gift horses long enough not to look him in the mouth. He was back. Thought life would go on the way life goes on, one day at a time. When the fog lifts enough to see the Lady Margaret laid up in the harbor, covered in that red seaweed, I always wonder if he'd still be here if I had.
Okay, we've got 16 SP. We can upgrade passive skill. Oh, of course, we have to get these two before we can get that one. So this one is 42 crit power rating. Unlock. Unlock? Why can we not unlock it? Oh, we haven't got that one yet. Cryoblast. Enemies damaged by a flash freeze experience even deeper chill, freezing them in place for 4 seconds. In addition, if passive flash free is used, your heat level is above 30, you'll harness the heat energy loss that turns it into a beneficial effect which increases your elemental damage. Oh dear. We've only got 6 left, so we can't progress that. Okay, we have to investigate the Lady Margaret, which is the ship that came in that brought all this to us. Which we have to get over there. But we're not running through that lot, we're going to run around the street. Oh, there's something worth showing. You can see that that mutilated corpse quest we did now has like an egg timer on it. Because every quest in here is repeatable. I think... Oh, so by default it's like 6 to 8 hours before you can repeat it. But I think if you're a patron it's only 8 hours? Something like that? 12 hours maybe? So you can basically grind out more XP by repeating all the missions, which is unusual compared to most MMOs. They don't have that ability. Jump over the cars. Oh, there's a skull in Susie's diner. Oh, she's huge. Oh, she's also level 8. At least we're level 7 now. And she's down. Alright, let's get the bag. It's a random bag, it hasn't got an item on it. And it's another one of these. Upgrade that. We're now level 7 on our waist. Oh, there's that XP thing here. Got it. Obviously as we go up the levels that XP means less and less, but we'll always get it anyway. Right, we're going to be fighting the Drog now. We're in amongst the sea. We'll have to get over to that ship. So let's mill near him. Oh, well done. Back the way. Ass pulled a group. Well, these are level 9. 2 levels higher than me. Were they level 9 as well? No, that's 8. Let me see. So Sesame says Trinidad, West Indies, aka the Caribbean. Kathy says a beautiful place. And Bulwark has the skull and crossbones. This is, we get a lot of floods these days. Massive hurricane just passed us. Ouch. Well, I hope everything's okay. PG Ben, great rums come out of the Caribbean. This mate, aye, Bulwark, matey. Have you got a really big black beard, says Outdo. Desmond says 5-inch black and, well, greys coming in. That's what happens. What will we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning? Gamo says, I'm a September baby. 8th will be away for it, so it'll be nice, but we'll be back for the Friday stream. Nice one. Of course, September's not that far away now. Says me, could be called Blackbeard, but prefers a grey beard. I do. At your age, greys come everywhere regardless. Indeed, 100%. Oh, respawning. Glance. Maybe need to up our hit rating a bit. Always had a baby face, so actually look my age is new. Kathy says, been going grey since I was 16, thanks to genetics. I'm the same. I'm the same. Mostly, PG Ben says, mostly grey now, not that I have to worry about it since I'm mostly bald. Started balding at 19, a long time ago. Audu says, Kathy and my grandma had jet black hair till she was about 30 and then went pure white very quickly. My mum and aunt were the same. Oh, interesting. Kathy Ann says, after having 3 kids, the grey sped up. Yeah, funny that. Funny that. Right, pull you. Elmir. There you go. There's a little yellow glowing just through there. Down he goes. Oh, look, there's those. There's boxes of squid. They'll become important soon. Can I get over there? I can. I'm really good at jumping. Learn that. Jump my own height. SP. Oh, get out of that. Brown Mariner. Right, there's the Lady Margaret. Looking a bit worse for wear. What do we got to do? Investigate the Lady Margaret. The captain. Oh, it's spewing green stuff. He doesn't look well either. Where are you going? Come back. Did you just totally... Oh no, he didn't reset. And he's dropped the captain's log. Lucky me to writing this. Can't believe what happened. Shouldn't believe it. That's what Doc Bannerman would say. Shrink's going to be earning his pay when we get home. If we get home. Larry and his boy Derek are clammed up. Joe's something fevered? Real fevered? And this thing still shining like a flashlight. I took over my shoulder. I swear I will see the grey fall. Oh. Somebody else is here. We'll help them out. There you go. Although, yeah, you're level 7. You'll be okay. Right, abandoned ammo. Little side quest. Grab the ammo from the Lady Margaret. Take it back to Andy. Yeah, take it back to Andy. Right, X. Well, the guys have respawned. So she's got pistols and a shotgun. Easy when there's 2 of you. Right, so we need to get all the way back up onto the main street. Run up here. Oh, there's the church. Cool missions go on at the church. Oh. Stop reading chat and running into zombies. Down you go. Run. To the Ravens Duke, to Kingsmouth Church. That's the ones that lead you to church, the quest later on. We don't go into them right now. Could do, but maybe a little bit early for us. Level 8. Ian Ogg says, Dave Hogg, I have to ask this, are you the Dave Hogg from Angel Witch? Gaming grew up with Sepultura. Okay, sorry about your beloved wife. Yeah, that's sad. No, I need to go speak to Andy upstairs. Bring the ammo to Andy. And put it in his crate. Claim the reward. Collect. Come on, give us a proper weapon. No, a hammer. We've got a lot of weapons to upgrade our elemental focus once we eventually get one. Kinda looking, I might have to go and buy one from the auction house at the moment. Right, we need to go and speak to Dr. Bannerman, who is in here.
Now you are a sight for sore eyes.
Ask him about the Lady Margaret.
The Lady Margaret was a traumatic experience for everyone on board. They were changed men when they came back. I visited with all of them in the days following their return.
Okay, so he didn't give us enough, so continue to ask him until he gives you a lead.
In my office, there are detailed transcripts of our sessions. I'm afraid it all happened so fast that day there was no time to pack. I hope they may shed some light on what happened out there.
Angelo's made it back. Welcome back, Angelo. Right, so now we have to go to his clinic. There's also 2 side quests here, incomplete report and the missing person list, but we'll leave them for now. We're kind of running out of time. Go back into sprint mode. So his clinic is down. Okay. It's down facing onto the harbour. So let's go down the street. There is the Raven's Knock that little quest wanted us to go to. It starts off another little chain. Sprint. Pulling groups of zombies all the way, but it's not a big deal. Only level 4. Right, not that one. It's along here. Urban 86 is downloading Secret World now. This looks right up his alley. Excellent. And I have to say, it gets better as you go into the different zones. Like we were saying before, the park that's in the second zone is just fantastic. And there's like a boarding school, an infected boarding school. There's some really good stuff goes on there too. This game makes you walk all the time. Do you have a motorcycle in your modern times, Anger? I just haven't unlocked it yet. There is, I think I showed it before, there's this different sprints that you can unlock from doing different things. So some of them are like cool effects, like anima trailing behind you. Current speed level. Sprint upgrade 2. Oh, you have to buy it. Oh, I can buy that. I can afford that. I've got 6,000. So let's buy Sprint 2. There we go. I can now run a little bit faster, but there are motorbikes that you can get. That is an arachnid motorbike. There is moose, diabolic war horses. There's a Franken chopper, gilded unicorn, flightless reindeer. That's a seasonal one from Christmas time. A flamingo striped zebra. Source Cash Locksmith limited time. Scooters. There's some cool hoverboards that I've seen people with. That one there, Doom board. Yeah, there is different vehicles that you can apply to your sprint. Right, well, I've got to examine his files. Is that it there? No, it's a CD case. Antonio Vivaldi, the Quattro Stagioni, which is the Four Seasons, of course. This the files. Broken framed photo. Night Hell and I met under the fireworks set to the Four Seasons. Handwritten note. Had a wonderful time last night. Look forward to seeing you again. Hope you enjoy the CD. It's the only by Vivaldi that Flags had in stock. Right. Hack the computer. Whoa, a CD. You missed those days. Do you like the looter shooters? Maybe you could something like Division. I'm not keen on the looter shooters, no. I haven't played the Division, but I have played other looter shooters, and I just get a bit bored with them because the gear that you get just doesn't mean anything to you because you just change it out again the next day. And grateful to keeping you safe so we can be friends. Angelo loves the Division 2. Is there a tank? A tank to drive? Not that I've seen, no. You can play a tank. As in the class a tank, but I haven't seen a tank that you can drive. Me too, although I didn't finish it, I'm just like level 26. Nusher also likes Division 2. Angelo hit max level a month ago. So this is a free MMO. This is completely free, yeah, it's completely free to play. Available on Steam for free. I do gaming, says Catherine. Thank you, same here. I've been blessed to have been brought up by strong women and a strong man in my life. I'm just cursed with a lack of common sense and direction. I do. I don't want to pay €50 for it. Nope, it's completely free. Great looter shooter is coming to Xbox next month. So if I downloaded it, we'll play together. You never know. You never know. Let me see. Case database. Information in the case database is strictly confidential. Please enter your password. Type hint for a password hint. And if we type in hint, it says my favourite composer. So could it be Vivaldi? Yes, it is. There we go. There's a deviant teenager, one Margaret incident. There we go. There we go. You can read all that lore on 20 Arkham Avenue for Joe Slater. So these are the guys who came back from the boat. Derek Creed, Lawrence Creed and Joe Slater. They're different addresses and you can read about their notes and such like. So now we have to go and find Derek Creed and Lawrence Creed. A little bit of problem solving there, but it was very much telegraphed to you. Bulwark says next game that I'll pay €30 for will probably be June. Question, all the three factions eventually work together so friends can play together. I guess so. I'm not really sure, to be honest. When I did play it before and we were playing it multiplayer, we were all in the same faction, I believe. Right, the blue marker is showing us up this road. 68 meters up this road. Yes. Up here. Oh, but I think it maybe isn't up here. I think it's maybe in the back of the house, which you can't get through that way. So we have to go all the way around here. Lucia says, thanks for a great stream. Thank you very much. If other suppliers play this, I'll join, says Sesame. Anger is super. That is the problem, that with recording the various videos that I'm putting out every week, I don't have an awful lot of time to play other games. As the people who are playing on my June Awakening server realise, because I very rarely play on that server, because I'm playing my single player game. There's Derek Creed there. except he's turned. Like I was saying before, one of the ideas of this favourite game series is that eventually, in maybe a couple of weeks' time, I will run a poll, and one of the options in the poll will be, do you want to play multiplayer games like this one, and we can play together, or some of us can play together. Why is that? There we go. Inspect a half-eaten corpse. And that was Lawrence Creed. So we've found Derek Creed was eating Lawrence Creed. Unfortunately, the brothers were eating each other. Right, now Joe Slater is over in this direction. He's not in there. I think he's round here. Kathy answers, I'm going to chat. Thanks for the stream. Enjoy the chat. Take care. See you all next weekend. Thank you, Kathy. Great to see you. Whoa. Whoa. What's that green stuff going down there? You need to level up before you venture forth. Open your map to explore the areas for clues. So, we need to reach level 12 to continue with the main quest. And carry on down there to find out what's going on down there. So now we have to do some of the other side quests and not various quests around here. There's another skull. Mr. Freezy. So we are currently level 9, so we've got 3 levels to get. Oh, did he do that? Oh, I'm pushing the wrong button. There we go. Going round in circles. And loot that. Yeah, I mean, one of the options will obviously be go back to Conan. That's what everybody knows for around here is go back to Conan. One of the other options will be continue playing one of the single player games, and then if that is the option, we'll do another poll to see which one we'll play. And then another option will be play the multiplayer games. And if we do play the multiplayer games, people could join in and play along, which would be fun. So we'll have that poll in a couple of weeks once I've got a couple more games that I just want to go over. Esme says, let me play a modded map with you. Maybe. Right. Oh. There we go. Right, Kingsmouth. Neither snow nor rain nor zombies. Recommended level 9. We are level 9. Accept that. Pick up the package. To Kingsmouth Congressional Church. So this is just a breadcrumb quest to take us over to some new quests over here. Oh, we've actually got a text that's come in down in the bottom corner, so hit Alt, we can go mouse, hit the text. Deputy Andy, hey, Deputy Andy here, I hope I'm not bothering you. Your boss managed to contact Sheriff Bannerman and she thought it would be a good idea for her team to have your contact info. I noticed you too late when you stopped earlier. You were already running down towards the docks. I was too focused on my duty. Ha! I'm glad you came back. When you get the opportunity, could you swing by and say hello? I'd like to share some observations with you. Okay. Alright, let me just finish this one. So we have to hand it in the package in here from all the way over there. Control R, collect that. That is a talisman bag. Oh, there's another bag. 2 talismans. Okay, so let's upgrade that. I'll put 2 talismans in here. Upgrade up to level 6. All good. There's another anima well here. Maybe picked that up already. Oh, there's another quest to do with over there. go in here and see what's in here. Chris Martin. Right, we've got 2 action missions and we've got 2 investigation missions. Sacred Place. According to Henry Hawthorne, the Kingsmouth Congressional Church is protected by an ancient Illuminati wards. Investigate the wards and try to figure out how they work. But it's 10 o'clock! Time is up, unfortunately. Could put our sparks away, but we won't do that. So yeah, this has been Secret World Legends. The completely free to play. What's it classed as again? Shared world MMO something or other. So basically you can play it single player, but you can also play it together. There are dungeons. The first dungeon is up here, the Polaris. I think that unlocks at level 10, although I would definitely not recommend going in there at level 10. There's some cool stuff around the skate park, the scrapyard, the airport. There's a whole bunch of cool quests down there. We're kind of working our way around this way into this area, getting higher level. Then we'll move over here. There's some over here, and then once we've done all this, we can move into the next zone. But yeah, completely free to play on Steam. I think somebody worked out that it's not on console. We need to have to check that. But that's going to do it for tonight. Oh, Marky Del Sparky has turned up in the last second. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Ivan Fist, good to see you too. Looks like it inspired Once Human. It probably has got, yeah, there's definitely some parts of Once Human in this. That's definitely true. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining us. Everybody who's popped in, everybody in the chat, fantastic. Great to see you. Great to hear from you. Everybody who's just lurking in the background, also thanks for being here. Great to see you too. Have a great what's left of your weekend. It's Sunday evening now, so it's coming to an end for most of us, but it's the end of the week. Game Labs will pick us up next week. But yeah, thanks everybody for popping by. Have a great what's left of your weekend. Have a great week going forward, and hopefully see you back here next Sunday for more favourite games. Okay, bye now.